It's never going to get printed out if there's a script. They're not going to print it. Like, it's not like they give it out to everyone to read.
There was
like,
an office memo.
Just
go do it, goddammit!
Just making up accents at this point.
Do it!
You heard him. Please.
You know what's better than, you know what's honestly the best thing? Pissing drunk outside.
Nothing better. Just staring up into the stars. You're like, like I'm having a great night. Like, this is a fun time.
Sometimes I prefer to pee outside than I do a bathroom.
Oh.
You think aliens are real? Welcome back to the Pro Man Podcast. Just a couple of amateur athletes talking pro sports. I'm Sam Cullen.
I'm RJ Tamillo.
That was a bit harsh. I'm sorry, everyone.
I was. It's okay, though. I liked it. I flipped the bird.
I know you didn't see it coming.
I joined you.
I know you joined me, but I know you weren't expecting me to say it.
I always try to match your energy, no matter what.
I just like saying random things.
Yeah.
Why not? Throw a couple wrenches in the mix.
Make sure you got everybody listening on their toes. You weren't expecting to be slandered upon arrival.
Actually, that's actually a great way to get people to watch a video. Just immediately start with, "What's up, everybody? Go fuck yourselves."
Like, hey.
What do you say to me?
Good morning. I'm watching this at 6 a.m.
Now they're going to listen to every other word.
Yeah, here we go. Talking just about everything today.
That's how we pull you in.
It's been a while, right? What? 2 weeks since the last epi, I think?
Maybe even a little longer.
A lot has gone on, but I feel like the forefront of the sports world right now is baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And the winter meetings and free agency and... Whoa, hey now.
My brother's calling me. We're going to let this one ring, folks.
I'm going to drink till it ends.
It's about to be done.
Just a swig.
Let me send him a quick text.
He was calling in to interrupt the Soto news. He felt it.
Could you imagine he called me, "We got Corbin Burns"? He doesn't know a lick about baseball.
He
doesn't give a crap about baseball.
Your brother?
Jordan?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jeff. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, we talking about the same one? I was like, I think he'd be pretty ecstatic if he got Corbin Burns. Hopefully that does not happen. I'd be sick to my stomach if Corbin Burns was a Yankee. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No shot.
Obviously, I want him back in Baltimore first and foremost, but I think he's probably going to be a San Francisco Giant, if I had to guess. He's from there.
What if he's a Red Sox?
That would suck, too. I would hate that.
I see them on.
I could see
I can't even speak. I see them in the mix.
They did trade for Crochet, though, so that makes me believe that they might not spend that kind of money on a starter.
Forgot they did it.
Me too. Gave up a nice little haul of prospects, but some people don't care about that, but I knew they gave up a couple good ones. I recognized a few names.
Don't. Dodgers going to give two shits about prospects.
If you're going to spend money, it doesn't matter, but what hat are you wearing there?
Blue Jays.
Oh, that's fresh. I like that logo.
Insane on camera right now.
You can see it right there. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Needed it to match a hoodie.
Let's get to the elephant in the room.
Juan.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Been only saying it for a year.
15-year, $765 million, potentially to be 805.
Yeah, 805. Yeah. Probably 805.
That's if he wants to opt out after 5 years, then the Mets would have to pay him an extra $5 million a year or something.
Yeah, on top
for the rest of
the time he's there.
Which I assume will probably happen.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping he stays there for a while.
I would assume that kind of money, he's going to be like, okay.
Because Lindor's locked in for a long time.
Yeah, your nucleus is pretty solidified for a long time.
He's locked in for a long time.
How about the rotation? How do you feel about that right now? Where are they at?
We need to get Mania back.
Right.
I need Mania back. Right now we got Kodai, Peterson, and Clay Holmes.
I forgot Big Clay got signed too.
Big Play Clay.
He's going to be a starter now.
Sherlock Holmes, I call him.
Interesting.
Now he's on my side, so I like him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate him anymore.
Watch him shine.
Suddenly, I don't hate him.
I woke up this morning
how that happens.
for some reason.
I
don't like the guy anymore.
Take a pair of pinstripes off somebody. I'll shake your hand.
I hope he grows a beard, a long one, and a thick one.
Should. Would love that.
And grows his hair out really long and looks
Johnny
unrecognizable.
Damon
looks unrecognizable.
Johnny Damon Red Sox hairstyle.
I want to see a Clay Holmes I've never seen before. I want to see like scruffy, like
you're gonna see his personality shine.
Yeah,
he's allowed to show it now.
Yeah, he won't get whipped.
You're allowed to see Clay be Clay.
He won't get lashed on the back.
See Clay be Clay now.
Yeah,
it's just Clay being Clay. That's all it is. It'll be a new thing.
To be honest, I don't really like Clay. Never have.
Yeah, I've never been a fan personally of his.
When all of them wore like the Captain Boat hats, that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That guy got like 25,000 people to wear a boat hat, sailor's hat.
That was pretty sick, just because he wore it on social media while he was on his boat with his dog, just chilling.
Which is pretty. I thought that was pretty cool.
Shout out Klay Thompson.
Yeah,
that's who we're referring to. If you didn't catch that,
signing I hate. Max Fried.
Yeah, I thought it was a panic move.
Really?
Panic move. It was like, oh, we didn't get Juan Soto. Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
They're gonna be tearing down the gates.
Oh, let me give an 8-year deal to a guy who's gonna be 38 by the end of it, who's due for an elbow surgery. He's just due for it. Like, he's had a history of that too. He's had some elbow problems. He's due for a TJ. Yeah. They all are. They all get one. They've all had it. He hasn't gotten his yet.
What was your first TJ?
Yep. They're all getting.
You think pitchers have that conversation?
TJs left to right. Talking about it like it's a first BJ.
When you get your first TJ, huh?
You get your first one. How'd it go?
Damn kids.
Hurt. Tommy John.
2-5 in the playoffs with a 5.10 ERA in 20 games pitched in his postseason career. Fried. So you got to clutch one, New York. You got to clutch one.
Good stat. I like Fried. I think he's a good.
Hated him.
I did.
Never liked him.
Well, yeah, he was a Brave.
Thought he was a piece of shit. Still think he is.
I think he is a good pitcher, and they'll get some good use out of him for a couple of years. But there's also a good chance that there's also a good chance of that. And I thought they gave him a shit ton of money. 8 years is a long time for him. I was thinking it was going to be like a 5 or 6 year type of thing. But who knows? Corbin Burns looking for 7.
7?
So, yeah. He's, I think, younger.
It's a pretty middle number.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough price range.
I think it's like
a lot of teams could overbid. A lot of teams could underbid.
I'm thinking it's going to be between 2 and 3 somewhere.
You guys got the pockets?
250. Allegedly, that's what they said. That's what Rubenstein is the owner now, and he's said that he's willing to spend top dollar on top free agents. Yeah. So it's just a matter of Michael Elias fucking making the move and doing it.
Yeah, no.
He has full freedom to do it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, gotta pay the guys. I don't get it. I don't know why you wouldn't re-sign him.
I don't really know. He just won Cy Young, so I don't really know either.
I mean, obviously, I guess it's not fully up to them. He has to decide that he wants to go back there. But if you're gonna go back somewhere, San Francisco, you're from there, sure.
Your guys.
They signed Willie Adames.
Your guys.
Good, but
what about your guys in Bmore?
We got some young fellows here.
What about your rocks in the field?
Got some guys that are only getting better. We're only going up. Every single one of them.
Hey, when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way.
It's only one way. It's up. We're still on the trajectory.
What's that from? 21 Jump Street or 22?
22.
Talk about the ceiling.
I think it's 22.
It's got to break through.
It's definitely 22. It's a great movie. I almost watched that the other day.
It's almost Christmas movie time.
Yeah.
Not almost. I should be in.
It's definitely a time.
I should be in mid form right now. Mid-season form.
Have you been watching them?
Not one.
I don't think I have either.
Might have to start with the Polar.
Polar is always a good one. Could go
get Polar Pete out of the way.
Maybe a little Home Alone.
Oh, I just meant Polar Pete hitting a home run on loop for hours off Devin Williams to get into the playoffs.
I forgot about that.
That's what I meant by Polar.
Devin Williams is a Yankee.
Yep.
That was an interesting
trade in my opinion.
Interesting.
On the Brewers half, but they're a dumb organization, so they probably serve that.
I think that they're pretty good with prospect evaluation, though. So
they are pretty good with that.
I think that they did pluck a couple decent guys. They got Nestor too, though. That move. Yeah, I don't like that.
Nestor in Milwaukee's gonna be just weird.
I hate Nestor. I still hate him, regardless if he's a Brewer or Yankee. I want to just knock his mustache right off his face. Can't stand it.
You don't like the stash?
I hate it. I hate the little stupid thing he does on the mound too, where he's twisting and turning and moving his feet and shit. Like, that should be illegal. You should not be able to do that. I hate it.
I mean,
it's goofy and you just look dumb up there. I love when he does it and then throws a ball way outside the zone. I'm like, okay, all that just to do that. Maybe fucking square it up a little bit.
A bases loaded walk-off home run to Freddie Freeman in the first game of the World Series.
Yes, that was a great clip.
Shout out Yanks fans for that one. Thank you.
That was a good one.
Appreciate you guys. God, I love beating them when they're down.
I remember that was when we were at the bar, right? For Halloween at Wallace's.
Yep.
And I remember
that rat woman.
We were at the bar and we're walking by
Nelly?
No, there was like a screen, but it was like a plastic.
Oh yeah,
screen
yeah. When we saw it.
I could see the TV. And I remember seeing a bunch of people fucking I could tell they were just sad Yankees. They had that sad Yankee aura about them. I could just tell. So right after he hit the grand slam, I typed on my phone on like the Snapchat like black screen. He said, "Fuck the Yanks, let's go Dodgers" or something. I forget what it was exactly. Put it on my forehead and just knocked on the thing, and I was like, and they like so mad. It was a great feeling, absolutely electric. And then the same guy in line was like. He was like, "Yeah, fuck the Yankees. I'm an O's fan." And I was like, "Yeah, me too." I was like, "Let's go." I was like, "What's going on?"
You always run into somebody like that, bro. It makes no sense.
It's crazy.
It actually literally makes no sense.
Like they find me or something. It's because I'm the King Oriole. That's why they know.
That's so funny.
It was dope.
Nelly was down in the dumps.
Yeah, it was. Did feel bad for Nelson.
Poor guy.
Did. Let's see. What else we got in the baseball world?
What are you going to do?
So you got one. Do you think Pete resigns? Let's get there. I feel like there's not a lot of talk about it. Like no one's really talked about Pete Alonso's entire free agency.
Somebody told me the other night they've been hearing rumblings about the Nationals. Which I wouldn't hate.
I heard that a while back.
Which I wouldn't hate. I don't know, man.
I feel like
something about him. I just don't want. Like I love him, but I don't want him.
I feel you. Like, you wouldn't be upset if you lost him, but you wouldn't be mad if you re-signed him type of vibe?
I wouldn't be happy.
You prefer not to.
But I'd put up with it. And then if he proves me wrong, though, then I don't care.
Yeah.
But, like.
He is still young.
Yeah, that's but I know. He just did, like, he hit one home run.
Yeah.
I'm not paying him $30 million a year because he hit one home run. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. All sports are about the past, but not one at bat.
That's fair.
I don't want to get Chris Davis.
That's true. It's very Chris Davis vibey.
Baseball's probably the only sport where that happens the literal most.
I think that's why the Orioles aren't re-signing Santander. I think it's not that he's gonna fall off a cliff like Chris Davis, but
dude, that's how I feel about Pete Alonso.
I definitely don't think he's hitting 44 home runs, having 100 plus RBIs. His on base percentage was like barely 300.
He did that
last year, yeah. Santander had 44 and 100.
God damn.
Yeah, he ate. But I don't think he'll ever match that again. I don't know though. We'll see. I don't know where.
I'm in such like a inner battle with myself about him.
Yeah.
So some days I wake up, I want the guy. Some days I want nothing to do with the guy. I don't know.
So if he's not there, Vientos moves to first base, and then what's the move at third?
I'm thinking Vientos doesn't move to first base.
Keep him at third, sign Christian Walker.
And if we don't sign anyone, I think we end up putting Jeff McNeil at first.
Could be an interesting way to get him in the lineup.
And then if that doesn't work out, maybe make a move at the deadline. But I don't know. Other than Christian Walker and Pete Alonso, what else is out there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Worth the money that the Mets said they're going to pay, top dollar only. So.
Yeah, I really don't think there's a whole lot of... I mean, Bellinger can play first base.
I hear a lot of shit about him in the Yanks.
Me too. He just kind of looks like a Yankee, and he's also, like, falling off, so, like...
Perfect timing.
Perfect. It's usually how they
do it. As Nav said, perfect timing, yeah.
It's usually how they...
Cody Bellinger.
How they evaluate players.
But, I don't know. I'm in such a mental battle with myself all the time about if I want this guy or not. Not me wanting him has any influence on it whatsoever.
It might. You wanted Soto, you got him.
You're right. I manifested the shit out of that.
You wanted him, you got him.
I manifested that more than anyone I know.
You do share a last name with the owner.
I do. Every time I say he's my uncle, he does something that makes me love him.
Uncle Steve, it is the holiday season. He's been...
We're Jewish, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know what that means. During Hanukkah, we're going to sign a marquee free agent all 8 nights.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a lot of free agents. If you're going by each
like
night.
the menorah and sign a contract.
The very one on the top, Juan Soto. Big old 22.
Actually, he's going to post a video of whatever signing we have lighting the menorah for that night.
That'd be sick.
That actually would be really cool.
Kind of cool.
if they plan on signing all these people, I would pitch that to them.
That would be dope.
That would get eyeballs. Let me tell you.
It would. Let's see. Who else?
Make a lot of Jewish New Yorkers Mets fans, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait.
That's fair.
Go and celebrate Hanukkah. What's Hal Steinbrenner doing? Nothing. He's doing nothing. You know what he is? He's not even giving back to the poor. He's keeping it all for himself, that greedy bastard. You agree?
I do. I'm not a.
He's
not a
keeping
big,
it all. He's not giving anything back.
Not a Steinbrenner
He doesn't
fan.
do toy drives, soup kitchens, none of that. No foundations, no charities. He's a scumbag.
He's still looking to profit, I think.
Look at me, Hal. You're a
Unlike
piece of
Steve.
shit scumbag.
Unlike Steve.
You're a scumbag, Hal. You're a scumbag. You're a bag of scum. Fuck you, Hal.
Happy holidays, Hal.
Fuck Garrett, the ferret.
Yeah, not a fan of him.
Fuck the Yankees, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Been saying it. Been saying it.
They're so annoying. They're so annoying. Oh, we didn't want Juan Soto anyway. Yeah, my fucking asshole.
You know what's funny is that I posted that video of Juan Soto dropping a bunch of fly balls when he was a Gold Glove finalist as a Yankees player.
Well,
all these Yankees fans were like, oh, saying all this shit, just dumb shit, defending their guy, whatever, respect. Had, I think, like 3,000 views or something. I posted it months ago, like 2 months ago. And then Juan Soto signs with the Mets. That night, it goes from 4,000 views to like 39K now. And there's like now these Yankees fans in the comments like, oh, like he's on the Mets. Like, fuck you. It's funny though. It's crazy.
There's also Yankees fans in there saying, "See, I told you we didn't want him. We don't want this again."
Yeah.
You're all a bunch of shitholes.
I do think, and I don't think this is a bad thing, but I do think at some point he'll be your DH.
You know, it's actually the most
That's not a
ironically fun.
problem.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
You know, what's the most ironically funny thing about the Yankee fans is like they're calling Juan Soto money hungry and stuff. What have they done for the last 4 decades besides
Literally.
just pay everyone and their mother as much as they possibly
Quite
can?
literally, they can't even pull that card.
They do.
You can't.
They do.
Yeah.
They're calling them money hungry and greedy.
And if you want to do that, welcome to being
And
the
the
little brother.
funniest,
You're the
the
little brother
funniest
now.
one to me is they go, "What about the legacy?"
Yeah, that's the funniest part to me too.
Wait,
you know
What
what that means?
have the Yankees done in the last 2
you know
decades?
what that means to me? Nothing.
You know what have the Yankees done in the last 2 decades?
Nothing.
Juan Soto wasn't born in 1980,
No.
so he didn't watch the Yankees through the 90s.
Yeah, they won what? They won the World Series in what? 2009.
Nine.
Last one?
So they've won it once since the Juan Soto's probably been alive. He's my age.
Yeah.
So yeah, they won it once since he's been alive. What legacy? What legacy? What legacy? Help me.
I think
I'm looking for it. Because
I think-
it's only getting farther and farther from 1960. The more we go on,
I
the
think-
farther away it's going to get.
I think at one point in time, like a pitch that they had to free agents was like, oh, like Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle, and we had this.
That's
this
what I'm saying. The
stadium and,
1950s only getting
yeah.
farther
It's like
away
we
the
got
more and
this
more we
that,
go.
like
We
they're,
got a bunch of
talking
younger
about
kids.
27 rings and all this legacy.
Not to mention, all the kids now growing up are going to say fuck Babe Ruth anyway and just say Shohei Ohtani's better than him and he ever was. And he is.
Exactly.
And he
It's
was.
a different vibe now, but I just feel like that doesn't hold any weight for free agents really anymore.
Yeah, get over it,
Like,
Yanks. Your
unless-
legacy's fucking done.
Unless you grew up a Yankees fan, like no one cares about that. If
No
anything,
one.
If anything,
Actually,
if-
everyone
if you-
hates it.
If you weren't a Yankees fan, you hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like you.
So
that
that's
would
what,
deter you
31
away if you were to
31
use that.
teams against one?
At least me specifically, like anytime any of that gets brought up, I'm like, no,
Who cares?
Don't care. Like, yeah.
You know what that
history,
is,
I love,
though? That's
I love
Yan-
baseball history.
That's
I will
Yankee
say.
fans grasping at straws.
Yeah.
That's
I-
when they run out of things to say.
I do love.
27 World Champions. We had 27.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
The fuck up.
20 of those were before the color barrier. But yeah, I see where you're at.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
You know,
It's 2025.
baseball history is a cool thing. I love history and all of it, but at some point, history is history, and gotta worry about right now. You haven't done shit right now.
So
Nobody
you
wants
guys
to
can
go
live
there
in the
for that
past for as
anymore.
long as you fucking want, but it ain't gonna change the future. So continue to shout number 27 because
Indeed.
no one gives a goddamn shit.
28's not coming. It was gonna happen.
Not
It was
anytime
gonna
soon.
Be last year, and it ain't gonna be. This
Imagine they had to like catch the number 28 to win a World Series. They wouldn't be able to do it.
year. Mm-mm.
Their best player can't do it. How would
Can't.
anybody else be able to do it?
I still can't.
Or if they had to
believe-
field it,
Still can't believe Aaron Judge dropped that ball.
I can, and I love every second of it.
It was
As soon as I saw it, I was like,
Chef's
wait, I do
kiss.
believe that.
chef's kiss.
Because the Yankees
Wait, I
are
do believe
literally the most embarrassing team to play in a World Series in a very long time.
We did talk about the defense being an issue, and
We
it
did.
was.
Mattered most. Good job, Volpe. Good job, Glaber. Way to go, guys. Good job, Jazz. You guys are so good. Rizzo, hats off to you, bud.
Speaking of
Fucking bums.
the World Series,
God, that felt great.
love that. Keep going.
I'll shit on the Yankees all day. I'll turn this
You're
podcast into a
fired up.
Yankee shit stain.
It's usually what I do, so I'm glad that you're taking.
Because they're all coming at me like I
Yeah.
signed Juan Soto personally.
Uh-huh.
And they're just mad
You
I
did.
said it to him for the last fucking year.
It was It's true.
So you can get over
You can
it.
go back and watch any of the podcasts where we talked about baseball in it. Juan Soto to the Mets was mentioned.
Every time.
Every time. This was inevitable. Everyone knew this was happening.
I even said the Mets suck so bad, it's going to be so much better when we have Juan Soto.
Couldn't have been less surprised. Yeah, you did.
Me neither. I was just waiting for the notification.
The Passan bomb. I do love a good Passan bomb. It almost hits better than a Woj bomb. Because, Woj is retired now.
Dude, it comes out of nowhere.
It was nice.
It's like
NBA news
3
is
o'clock
cool,
in the afternoon.
Yeah. Just like
it's just a random
Passan bombs everywhere. And
10
he
o'clock
knows.
at night.
I also just like him. He's like a good, a likable, source that I trust.
Yeah.
So every time I see him put something up, I know that it's fact. So
I like the detail he
that's
gives.
why I like it. Yeah, he does. He does good detail.
Gets it out of. He gets every detail out of whoever he's getting it from.
What were the other signings I was gonna say? Oh yeah, Dodgers. Conforto.
All-star.
Now. He's gonna be an all-star.
Yep.
I can see it.
Guaranteed.
That's what happens with the
guaranteed.
Dodgers. That's
All-star.
literally what happens.
Watch.
I can definitely see it.
The Dodgers will also have. They'll probably have 8 guys in the All-Star game. I'd say maybe 10.
Probably.
4 pitchers, 4 hitters.
Tommy Edman will probably hit fucking 350 next year.
5 hitters.
Dude, they're
Edmund, Ohtani, Freeman, Betts. If they re-sign Hernandez, well, Mets might as well pack it up until next year.
Yeah,
We'll
I don't know where he's going. I wanted the O's to get him. I would have preferred him over Tyler O'Neill.
Imagine if the Mets got him.
Maybe.
Mets got him. Nimmo goes back to center. Wani Boyan left because right's way too far for Juan. Too much room. Move him to left. Teoscar signs. I don't know why I just said his name like that. Move him to right.
That'd be something.
Vientos at first. Bring up Ronnie Boy or a Coon at second.
That's not too bad. That's not bad at all. And then who's your DH?
Marte, Tyrone Taylor. Even on a good day, we can DH Brandon Nimmo and put Tyrone Taylor in center.
Or you just put Tyrone Taylor out there and then you DH Soto.
Nimmo or yeah.
Then you stick Nimmo in left.
Actually,
that'd be a lot better.
Actually, yeah, that's way better.
Could just be the DH.
No, 'cause then you could just stick Nimmo in right and put Hernandez in left where he plays.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually way better.
That could work. That could work. Could give
I would
you a
go
lot of flexibility
Lindor,
there.
Lindor, Soto, Vientos.
At first?
No, I'm just doing the batting order.
Okay.
Lindor, Soto, Vientos. I don't even actually.
Teoscar,
Yeah, Teoscar,
if you're getting him.
Nimrod. Probably Alvy. Tyrone.
Is Tyrone even in the lineup?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be?
We just switched them out. We just switched them in.
Right, I see.
Nimmo, Tyrone. Who am I missing?
There's no Pete in there.
Acuna.
Acuna, yeah. Or
Acuna
whoever.
Acuna will probably bat last.
It's going to be interesting. They got options. They got
Dude,
guys
that'd
coming
actually
up,
be
too.
sick if Acuna bats last and then Lindor and Soto hit after him. Just get him on base. He steals a base. Knock him in every time.
Trying to think O's lineup here.
Gunner,
What it would be right now?
Adley, Gunner, Adley, O'Neill, Mullins, Adley, Gunner, Adley.
I think it'd go Gunner, Adley. Mountcastle, maybe.
Castleman.
You got O'Hearn still. He could be in the DH spot. Or he could be out of the
R.I.P.
lineup. I don't
Hayes.
know. Hayes is dead and gone. He was a Philly last year. I hate Hayes, kind of. He's kind of a loser. Who else?
Bit of a choke
Hearn.
artist, I'd say.
Hauser, Westbrook. Oh, we got dogs. Holiday. I don't even know what the lineup would be.
Jackson.
We'll be good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Who's the other one? Who's the Colby?
Colby Mayo.
There you
yeah,
go.
he's gonna be up this year.
The Mayo man.
He played a little bit last year.
Mayo man.
Struggled a bit, but it'll be alright.
You got to bring Mayo to the ballpark.
Yeah.
Throw it on him.
Full jar of it. Mayo man. I'll cover myself in mayo and walk into the stadium. I actually would throw up if I did that. I fucking hate mayonnaise. I fucking hate it. Dude, it's just disgusting, bro.
Dude, it's probably like up in terms of like grossest foods for me.
Honestly,
Mayo's one of them.
Yeah, it's in there.
Olives,
I hate olives too. Can't stand them.
beans.
I like beans only. I recently been okay with beans. Like black beans only though. Everything else,
no beans for me.
Like baked beans, get the fuck out of my face with that. That looks disgusting.
It's like bean soup.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out. It's just beans and barbecue sauce, just like soupy and wet. It's nasty.
It's disgusting. Beans are fucking gross.
I know people
bro.
love baked beans, though. There's a lot of people out there that love that. So sorry if I'm shitting on something you like, but I fucking hate that.
I personally, I consider beans dog food.
And then mayonnaise. With mayonnaise, like, so if you're like offering me like a sandwich or I'm making a sandwich, you're like, oh, you want some mayonnaise for that? If you say that out loud, I don't even want the sandwich. I just don't even. I would never think about putting mayonnaise
Put your
on a
lunch
sandwich.
meats away.
Never.
Put everything back in the fridge, please.
No.
I actually wholeheartedly agree with that so much, though. Dude, I used to say literally to Wendy's every single time, I don't want fucking mayo on my burger.
They'll double up. You say no mayo, they'll fucking slap a spoonful on
Bro,
there.
I've literally got napkins.
Dripping mayo.
I got napkins. I'm going like this.
Always.
Trying to scoop it out. I'm like, this is ridiculously gross.
Hate when Wendy's does that. They do that often. Anytime you're like, no mayo, extra mayo.
Cool. Maybe I should just say extra mayo.
Yeah, can I have extra mayo on that? You'll not have a drop on there.
The driest chicken sandwich of all time.
Let's see. What else baseball-wise? Willie Adames is a giant.
You know how viral that would go, though?
What?
If you, covered yourself in mayo at a game.
For Kobe Mayo?
It would,
at his debut?
Yeah, it would.
Well, he already made his debut.
It would go disgustingly viral.
It would.
Just as gross as mayo is.
It would. Post it on the Pro-Am. Maybe I'll do it for the views. Get us a bit more of an audience.
Just wear some clothes that you don't mind ruining.
Or you could like and subscribe so I don't have to do that. Hit the button right now.
If we don't have 4,000 subscribers in the next week, he has to do it.
Fair. I'm in.
Which means we got to do something even more viral before that.
Right.
What could we do? Destroy public property? Arson?
You get a guest on one of these times. Who could we get?
Yeah, but I want like Jason Tatum.
That'd be sick.
Just shoot him an email.
Speaking of Jason Tatum, I went to Beantown the other day.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Pulled up randomly.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Spontaneous.
Beautiful,
decision.
ain't it?
Drove to Boston to see a show.
It's fucking awesome.
Didn't even realize that the Celtics were playing the Bucks that night, and I was like, damn, why is there so much traffic? And I was like, oh, it was a fucking Celtics home game. Makes sense. I go into this restaurant, green everywhere.
Oh, that's actually my favorite part of going. It's like
everybody was wearing a Celtics jersey.
It's the greatest thing of all time.
It was right next to the stadium. So
I know, but that's the best place to go.
I was also wearing purple pants in there, so I had to do that. Shout out Lakers. It was an accident.
Isn't it mesmerizing though?
Yeah, it was crazy.
The amount of people that just own a jersey in general.
Everywhere. There was the whole starting five was in there.
Yeah.
There's Tatum, Brown, fucking
Holiday, White,
Derek White
Porzingis.
jerseys, Porzingis.
Dude, Derek White sells jerseys.
Yeah.
He sells units.
Everybody.
He sells units.
Saw a couple KGs.
Probably saw Horford or 5.
Maybe a Horford. I don't know. There's a bunch though.
I gotta get my hand.
Everybody
He definitely saw a
on.
Smart jersey. Somebody.
Not in that restaurant, but I didn't really.
We're an updated fan base. What can I say?
Yeah.
We stick with our guys, and then once they're gone, we, get the new apparel.
That was crazy. I almost went to the game. I was like this close to going.
Dude, what a game it was.
Kind of cutting it on time, so I didn't do it. But
Phenomenal game.
Just fucking sent it. It would have been sick.
It's a great game.
I was keeping up with it.
It's really good. It's actually when Giannis elbowed Jaylen Brown straight in the face, but Jaylen Brown dodged it like the Matrix. He literally went.
They have beef or what? What do you think? Real beef?
I think they have beef now.
Kind of like it.
I mean,
I
Jaylen
like
Brown
beef.
pretty much just
More beef in the NBA. That's what I think.
Jaylen Brown's just like he's a child.
Yeah, I like it. Give me more beef. I want guys like that don't like each other to play.
I said it earlier this year. I want Jaylen
shit.
Brown to be like
more.
the biggest villain in the NBA. I want him to be hated by everyone.
I mean, he should be. He's got a chip on his shoulder for a lot of things.
But that
Team USA,
like hatred fuels him.
Yeah.
Like when everyone said he didn't have a left hand. Won a championship the next year. Or not, didn't win the championship the next year. Signed the biggest contract ever.
And then won Finals MVP.
Won Finals MVP and Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
That's pretty crazy.
So please keep hating on him. I love it. Everyone, can you guys do me a favor? It benefits us. Just go flood Jaylen Brown's DMs. Be real mean, real hateful. Send a couple death threats. Don't tag me.
I'll do that.
Tag Brownie. Tag Brownie and all.
Hey, speaking of Brownie, let's bring up Brownie. 30 burger for the kid.
Really?
Dropped 30 in the G League.
Nice. Dude, let him cook down there.
Yeah,
Let him cook.
He looks comfortable now. Like let him.
That's what he needs. He just needs to get comfortable. And
I'm 45 games down there.
Honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of people saying like he's too young. Everyone's too young in the NBA.
They're all kids. Literally all of them.
Like shut up.
Every
It's
single
not that big of a deal anymore. Like get over it. Everyone goes to college for a year and then they come here. He's not the first one and done ever.
Also, when you're 6'2" and muscular and like just a pure athlete, it doesn't matter if you're too young. Like you're built like a grown ass man.
They can shape you into something.
Yeah.
It's not like he went to like another college and the program stinks. Like he's going to professional basketball.
Yeah. He's gonna develop more than he ever has, like at USC than he did. And like he's gonna definitely get better playing in the G League with guys that have been in the NBA.
You put a G League team in the NCAA, they win the national championship.
By far, they win every game by 40.
I think that's what people don't understand about
Easily.
the G League, though. They think just because it's under the NBA that it's like not that like good. Like no, those guys are actually the next.
They all probably
they're actually the next best
college
thing.
basketball
They're
too.
the next best thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd be playing overseas somewhere.
100%. There are guys that have played the exact level that you're playing at now. Plus, they've now played with NBA players. So obviously they got better.
Yeah, and now they're playing an NBA schedule.
And smarter.
And now they're playing an NBA schedule, so they're playing 24/7. They're getting used to being on the road. They're getting used to working out, staying in practice, staying in shape, eating good.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you're doing that in college, but you're not doing it to the extent of the pros, because it's quite literally those guys' jobs. Even though with the NIL, I understand, but college they still have program goals. G League, yeah, I mean, you want to win it, but like. No one's there to win the G League.
Right.
You know what I mean? No one's there to win.
Everybody's there to play with the team that you're on, but like you're there to grow individually.
Yeah. And unless you're a number one,
which is everybody's goal there.
Unless you're a number one overall pick in college, I don't know, like you are playing for a national championship.
Yeah.
Because that only boosts your draft stock.
100%.
These guys, they're not playing for the G League. Like they're playing for the G League title.
They're also just getting reps.
Yeah.
Like they're just playing to get reps.
All of them.
Yeah.
So,
which is essentially the only thing you really need is just playing real basketball as much as you possibly can. That's all you need.
Let me go train for a year.
It's the highest level they could possibly play at the time, so you can't knock them for that.
It's the next best thing. I'm telling you, they would mop every college team in the country. And I'd love to get into an argument with someone about that.
100%. Any G League team too, not even just like the best G League players from every team. Pick any team, they would win the whole thing. I agree with that. If you put them in entirely. That's almost true for every sport at every level. Like, there's always that one thing. It's like, oh, you think that this best Alabama team could be the 0-16 Lions?
No, they would get fucking mollywopped.
They would get destroyed. Absolutely.
The offensive line would be like, wait, who are these grown men barreling towards us?
Like, even if those offensive linemen were trash, they would be like, oh, I have to block this kid instead of fucking Aaron Donald? Like, okay, throw this fat fuck to the ground and, like, have all the time you need back there to throw it to Calvin Johnson, who's guarding him, by the way. Like,
they better put the whole secondary on him.
That team might have sucked, but they still had Calvin Johnson.
I mean, in college, you would literally just tell him to...
Was Calvin Johnson the year after? Did he get drafted that year after they were 0-16? That Lions team?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I feel like he might have been a part of the 0-16 team, which is crazy.
That is crazy. But I mean, in football,
he's a dog.
He's a dog.
But yeah, either way, like
that'd be actually really funny to watch.
It would be. I would love to see something like that actually come to light, like where like a college team played a pro team just for the sake of the argument.
Natty champs, Super Bowl champs.
That'd be crazy.
No, that wouldn't be fun.
I mean, that would be stupid. But like, Natty champs versus the number one
first overall pick. Yeah.
But like. Raiders are mopping any college team right now.
Anybody's mopping any college team.
Exactly.
It's not even going to be remotely...
I look at it that way. Like, I know that the Raiders suck. Don't get me wrong. But, like...
Think about it this way,
after watching playing them all year, they would destroy Oregon.
There you go.
They would destroy them. Easily. 100%.
I wouldn't even be remotely close.
Not even a little bit.
The DBs would be like, where'd the receivers go? They'd all be behind them. They'd be like, I can't find them.
Give me Shador, dude.
I would guarantee, like, at least 9 injuries. Both sides of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not everyone's going to get injured, but 9 injuries at least, mainly of the line.
I think that the first guy that tried to return a kick for the college team...
Not an injury.
Killed.
Dead.
He would get
I didn't count him because they might as well bring out a black bag and a gurney.
That one guy that's running, trying to lay that hit, is thinking, I'm going to put this kid on his fucking ass right now.
I'm going to put this kid in the hospital.
I'm going to put this kid through the fucking dirt just to make a fucking statement because I'm a special teams guy and this is all I do. All I do is run up and down the field and try to fucking crush them.
That's actually the other thing that would make it a lot worse for the college team is the NFL guys would feel so disrespected
Exactly.
That they think
that's
that people
what I mean
think
too.
that
It's
people
like
think they're equal to.
they'd have such a chip that they're even playing that game. They'd be like, I can't believe.
I think
that
they would
these
have a
kids
chip if
think
they were
could
even
beat
mentioned.
us. Yeah.
If it was even a
100%.
mention, I feel like they'd be like, "Are you guys for real?"
That's a good argument, though. I like not a good argument because I think it's very clear that the answer is
No,
the
but
NFL team
I
would
don't
win.
like
But I
when-
like the sake of talking about it because
I don't like when people are like that when they're like, "Oh, Alabama could mop the Panthers. This team fucking sucks."
Never.
No, you just bet on the wrong team. All right.
Doesn't matter. The worst team in the NFL will always beat the best team in college football every year, forever.
Oh, I got
Forever.
into such an argument in school one time with Jules and our professor because she told us the best WNBA player could beat the worst NBA player one-on-one.
No.
Yeah, I know. I got into me and Jules started to raise our voices a little bit.
That's just not true.
And then I was like, I should probably pipe down a little bit.
like I'd even go as far as to say Bronny would cook Caitlin Clark.
Go as far, he would murder her.
Yeah.
She wouldn't score a point.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not.
And then he would
saying
just
Bronny's
drive
not the
past her every
worst, but,
time.
like he's in the G League.
He's
clearly not one of the best
tremendously
players in the
faster than
NBA.
Clayton Clark. Tremendously stronger. It's more like
He would dunk on her.
every play.
She can't dunk.
He would throw it
That's
off
the
the
difference.
backboard and then
Yeah.
dunk on her on every play.
He would cook for sure.
And you know who else would do that?
And he'd clamp.
Daryl Dingingham of the
Right.
Utah State Rumble Ponies.
Daryl Strawberry at the age of 59 off coke.
Hit me with it.
Shout out Daryl. Lamar Odom, who is on crack. That's the best quote of all time. Shout out Stephen A. All right, what else can we get
Wait,
into?
did you see that?
What?
Free throw contest?
I don't think so.
Stephen A. and the TNT crew?
No, I didn't see that.
It's going to happen.
It is happening. It didn't happen yet.
Yeah, he came at everybody but Ernie.
Ah, okay.
He was like, Ernie, I'm not going to mess with you, you're a sharpshooter.
Interesting.
I forget what he said exactly.
I
But
bet you Ernie would cook his ass.
I bet Ernie cooks them all. I mean, you might as well count Shaq out of it.
Yeah, Shaq's losing that. He can shoot.
Yeah, I don't
never
even
could.
know.
Never could.
Raise his
Definitely
arm above
can't.
his
now.
shoulder anymore.
I bet you Chuck can probably pop him in.
No, Chuck, I bet, can't raise his arms above his shoulders.
Kenny, though.
I don't think so.
You don't think Kenny can pop him in? Phil? Kenny the Jet.
No, I literally thought you said, can he, though?
Oh, no. Kenny, though.
The way you said it
Kenny,
was like...
comma, though.
No, but the way you said it was so
Right.
fluid, I was like, I really don't think he can do it.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, a.k.a. the Jet. I think he can still
Jet
probably shoot
would
free.
it'd probably come down to Ernie and Jet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have Stephen A.
Stephen A.
I don't have him as a consideration.
Stephen A. I've seen him shoot a little bit. You know, he's got a decent shot, I guess. But like,
I think
don't-
bright lights would get to him.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so.
He should stick to the suits.
Yeah.
Stick to
he'll
the suits and the
realize.
courtside seats,
He'll
Stephen.
realize.
With your fur
Plus,
coats.
the basketball gods won't allow it.
No.
I just think that they'll be like, journalists trying to outdo some NBA guys. Not happening. Not on my watch. Not out of this game.
Dikembe from heaven.
James Naismith would never allow this behavior to happen.
No, they didn't even dribble when he made the damn thing.
That's true. They're shooting into bread baskets. Shooting a loaf into the basket in the backyard. with no
Winner gets to
backboard.
go home with bread.
Shout out to James Naismith, though. Created a beautiful game.
Yeah, thank you.
He did create a very beautiful game that we watch to this day and will watch forever and ever. But speaking of that beautiful game, let's go to another game. Back to football.
Okay.
Let's go to college.
Okay.
12-team playoff.
Love it. I'm
First
so
year.
excited to watch it.
First year of that. I think it's going to
Go
be the best.
Mustangs. Big SMU fan over here.
Yeah? I think they definitely win versus Penn State.
Well, they were the first program I took over in my tenure as a NCAA football coach.
Well, okay, that'll, create a bond
I have
that
good ties to
nobody can
Preston
break.
Stone
Yeah.
and all the guys over there. So just want to wish you guys some good luck. It's your old coach, Sam.
One thing I'll say, we'll get back to SMU Penn State for the first one we'll talk about. But
What about the bracket, though? What do you think about the layout?
That's what I wanted to say first.
Meh.
It's going to get fixed next year because Oregon got shafted. Like, Oregon's the best team in the country, and, yeah, they have a bye, but they're set up to play Tennessee and Ohio State, who are definitely better than a lot of the other teams that
Arizona
are ranked higher
State
than them. They're better than
and-
Boise State and Arizona State. Both of
Arizona
those
State
teams. I
and
don't
Boise
care what anyone
State.
says.
Boise State's going to, unfortunately,
And they're better than Notre Dame and Indiana.
I
and
think
Penn State and SMU.
I think Ashton Genty's going to get outed.
I think so, too.
And I think Boise State's gonna run into some folks they ain't never ran into before.
I agree. I think that's why I like that.
Who are they playing?
They have a first-round bye. Boise State,
yeah.
which is crazy to me. They don't deserve a first-round bye.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they
they're
do.
not the third. They're ranked third in the country.
Here's
right
the
now.
problem, though. With the so little amount of conferences left, someone's got to be up next. One
That's what I'm
conference
saying,
has to be
is
up next, and that's got to be the next best one.
I think they got to take away that the conference winners get first-round buys. Like, I think it should be just you rank the 12 teams that you say get in, you then re-rank them. And you rank them in terms of strength of schedule, like their best wins, like their bad losses. You use all those things that you took into account to re-rank them as who are the best teams in the country. And I think Ohio State and Tennessee are definitely not 8 and 9.
No, I agree, but then what's the conference championship even for then at that point? For a team that wasn't even going to be in the playoff, but won their conference on like a stroke of luck, like Penn State lucky enough just to be in the thing.
Right. I guess that's
So like
a good
then
point.
that side comes in. It's like, though, what do we do about that? Because it's not like that team doesn't deserve it.
Winning the conference should be bragging rights in itself, to where like you should always want to win your conference versus the teams that are in your conference. Like that should be something that like a prideful trophy to bring home, regardless of if it matters for your seeding in the playoff. I feel like, but
Yeah, but if you're like a middle of the pack team, if you're Arizona State, this meant everything to them
true. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
because they probably weren't going to get in based
I'm not
off
saying
ranking.
that it shouldn't matter entirely. Like I think that it should matter, and you should get in if you win.
I think they need to reconstruct what
You shouldn't
conferences.
get a higher seed. Like, you shouldn't get a first-round bye because you won your conference. But you should get into the playoff if you won your conference, for
Okay.
sure. But, like, you shouldn't then be assumed to be the fourth best team in the country.
So you're saying,
You know what
like,
I mean?
I
'Cause
understand
they're
what you're saying. So just hypothetically, it's like you win your conference, all the 12 teams are listed. Now we
Yeah.
break them up into record.
Now we look at all the teams they played, all the teams they lost to, and we compare them to every other team and see
Except
who has the best strength of schedule
For
there.
the top 4 teams in the country, they should automatically get that bye.
The top 4, yes.
Yes.
But
Because obviously the top 4 teams are going to be in the playoff.
right. But, like, the way that they have it now is, like, those top 4 teams are just the 4 conference winners. Right?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, hypothetically, if it was switched, you said it'd be better like that.
Yeah, then you re-rank them, and then
1 through
those
4
teams get
automatically,
by. Yes.
and then you look at the next teams and you rank them
Yes.
through there, and then you see.
Regardless of conference, if you won your
No, that's not a bad idea.
That's
But
what I
again,
think.
like they could be doing that because this is the first year, so they got.
Yeah, obviously it's trial and error.
Just getting their
There's
toes
gonna
wet, but
there's going to be issues. I'm not even going to complain about it because I don't think anybody is better than anybody really. Like I do think
I'm
Oregon's
excited.
the best team in
I'm
the
excited
country,
to see
but
what upsets happen.
Yeah, like
This is
there's
gonna be like
gonna
the first
upsets.
time that like it's like probably the biggest college upset of all time. If one of
Yeah.
these teams loses,
Like I like Texas. I think they're a good team, but I can see them losing to Clemson. I don't think they will. I think Texas.
I can
wins
see
that
Clemson
game.
playing them very hard.
Yeah, like you can always count on them to give you a good game, but
Yeah.
I'm taking Texas in that one if I had to go through it. Should we just go through and say the ones that we like here?
Yeah, we'll just go through the matchups. Just go straight through them, and then we'll pick one, and then go to the next one.
Start with the first game, 10 seed versus 7 is Indiana Notre Dame. They both have one loss, but I think they're both frauds. I don't think if you look at everybody they played, they didn't really play
I
anybody.
agree, dude.
Notre Dame's not even in a conference.
At the end of the day, I think I'm going to take Notre Dame because they probably just have better players.
I think they have a much better defense. So that's why I'm going to take Notre Dame as well. But I think they get bounced immediately by
Problem
whoever
is
they play.
Indiana's coach is fucking good.
Yeah, I think that's why they're 11-1, but I don't really think they're that great of a team. So once they get matched up with one of these
Big
big
dogs.
dogs, I think they'll be done. But I think that's a double fraud watch matchup there. I think there's a lot of frauds in this. Not frauds, but like just teams that I don't think have a real shot to win the whole thing. Like Penn State.
What's next?
SMU, Penn State. Give me
SMU.
all day. I'm taking SMU.
Not
as
even an
well.
argument for me. I think SMU is going to go very far in this.
I always say, I said in the beginning of the year, and then I guess I was kind of wrong because they're in the college football playoff, but Penn State is always overrated. And
All the time.
even when they're good, which they are now, technically, because they're in the playoffs, so they are a pretty good team. I still think they're overrated because they're not that good. Like, they're a team that's going to lose now. Like, this is where they lose now. Like, they have a good team, and then
They
they
will.
lose. Like, this is just what they do.
It's a big
this
noon.
Is kind of
It's a
what
big
I meant.
noon kickoff too. That's
So,
not
yeah.
good. They choke
Yeah,
at big noon
yeah,
kickoffs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's just all of that.
I wonder what their big
that
noon
goes
kickoff
into it.
record is.
I
Apparently, it's a whiteout
I
too.
heard it's not good.
It's a whiteout too. Apparently.
Yeah. So I like SMU all day there.
Also, this is gonna be cool. Like a college playoff game played at a home stadium.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's like, finally, home field advantage is going to work to its finest.
Agreed.
What's next, though? Hit me.
Next, well, we kind of already talked about it, but Clemson, Texas. I like Texas.
Yeah, give me Texas. I think Clemson's going to play them hard, but I'll get Texas.
Spread's 11 in that. It's pretty high. I'd probably take Clemson spread, if anything. But Texas wins the game, I believe. And then you got Ohio State, Tennessee. Ohio State's another fraud, but they still have arguably the best team on paper. Like, they spent $25 million in NIL shit. So, like, they have a good team. I don't really believe in Will Howard.
If they fire Ryan Day after this year, they own like 30-something million. I think it's like 37.
Yeah, he sucks. He's a bad coach. I like Tennessee, though. I'm just a Tennessee guy.
I'm going to take Tennessee for Big Ron.
I'm going to give Nico the benefit of the doubt. He's had some iffy spots.
That's the only reason I'm holding back, because I feel like his freshman's going to come out of him.
Yeah, he's a freshman. That's what I was thinking, too. But
that's the only thing holding me back from that team is him playing like a freshman.
Definitely a good chance that Ohio State can win that game, but I'm going to take Tennessee. And then those are the first matchups that we get. And then you got Boise, Arizona State, Oregon, and Georgia waiting for an opponent. So we'd have to see who wins that.
All right, let's hold off then. Let's
we'll hold off.
Let it happen, and then we'll reconvene.
And you got Georgia, though. Carson Beck is hurt. So, like, they're the 2 seed. But, like, without Carson Beck, are they the second best team in the country? No. So
Did beat Texas.
They did.
Mainly because I bet on them.
Texas in that game.
Sorry. I'm going to be honest. Me and Aiden were pretty drunk off the espresso martinis. I saw the line.
Martinis.
Just hit that.
Yeah,
I didn't really think.
The bet, like, earlier in the day.
That's how I win bets, though. I don't think. You just go.
That is the move. Sometimes you just got to go.
Also, they started playing great. I was like, let's go.
Last couple of bets I've been hitting were just bets where I place a bet, and then I don't look at it. I just
let it go.
Next day, I wake up in the morning. I woke up at 6-something to my alarm. Went right to FanDuel. Well, my little method is that I put my thumb over where the balance is, so I can't see if I like have money in there or not. I don't look. I don't look at it, and then I go in to settle, and I look, and I scroll real slow all the way down until I see each green, and it's worked for me.
It's great.
3 times I've done that. It's hit.
Alrighty. Ready to get out of here?
Do a little bit of NFL real quick.
All right. Well, that's gonna shut off at any moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me give you a pick right here. Guaranteed 3-leg parlay. It's hitting. Lamar Jackson anytime. Josh Allen anytime. Jalen Hurts anytime. 3 quarterbacks. 3 J's. They're all getting in the end zone. Hammer it. It's plus 1,000. Let's go.
That's plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000. 3 quarterbacks to get in the end zone. That's it. Lock it in right now.
I kind of love that.
$100 wins $1,000. Lock it in.
I kind of love that.
That's the Pro-Am Parlay of the week. Thank you for listening. We're going to get you out of here, though. Make sure you follow us on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as you're watching now. Make sure you subscribe. Send this to a friend. Hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate the support. I'm RJ Tamillo.
Sam Cohen, son of Juan Soto.
Juan Soto's a Met.
Que lo que, wale wa?
Peace.